Hey everybody, back again. I'm going to finish these fajitas if it kills me. My tortillas kind of flopped, and I don't know about you, but I can mess up more recipes. They usually turn out pretty good, but I read the recipe and I think, oh, I know how to do that, and then I mess it up. But this one's going to be simple. And I've already chopped my peppers and onions. And I added, as the recipe called, you probably saw me post it earlier, I added the nacho cheese seasoning and the fajita seasoning to the sauce. I put some on my chicken too. Oh, and by the way, my chicken is in the oven, so I'm going to get it out in just a second and show you what it looks like. I cut up 2 chicken breasts, and then I put them in my steamer for 4 minutes. I put a little bit of the fajita seasoning on them. Put them in my steamer for 4 minutes and they were done. Got them out and cut them up in little pieces. And now it says to add a half a cup of the cheese and a cup of the sauce. So I'm going to do that. And that's what I'm going to fill my tortillas with. So we're going to mix that up. The chicken and the sauce together. Hopefully you can see me. Let me turn that just a little bit more. You can see that I'm mixing this together. Seasoning up that chicken really good. I did add, I put yellow peppers, orange pepper, red pepper, and onion, of course. And then I did 1 jalapeno because we like stuff kind of spicy. Okay. Now I'm going to take these store-bought tortillas. I just knew I'd have pretty homemade ones for y'all, but they didn't turn out too good. I'll have to work on that. Master that skill. I should have done that before I tried to do a live doing it, but you know, I like to live dangerously. Okay, so I'm going to take half of this mixture, not half of it, it's about enough for 4. It says 4 servings, which means we will have 2 meals on it, because we'll probably only one of these. These are pretty big tortillas. I'm going to wrap it up, roll it up, wrap it up, and I'm going to put it back down in the steamer. Whoops, dropped some of that. And then we put it back in the microwave with the rest of the sauce and the cheese on it. And we'll cook it, I think it said 3 more minutes. I'll double check that. You want to roll your tortillas with the same side down. We're going to add more of the sauce and cheese on top of them. They smell really good, I'll have to say that. Making me hungry. Smelling all this stuff. Okay, let's see. Roll that one over. These are low-carb tortillas. They're usually what I buy. I don't really know what makes them low-carb, but anyway, they are. And so this is my last one. I'm going to roll it up. Stick it in this little steamer. Lay them down like that. And then we are going to top with the remaining mixture. It's kind of juicy, so I'm going to try to keep that juice off of here as much as I can. says a half a cup of cheese, and I may do a little bit more because we like them cheesy. Of course, that's going to add calories to them, so you'd have to be the judge of that. I could almost eat this mixture out of the bowl. Okay. Now, here's how they look. I need my camera so you can actually see. I'll get a tripod. I've got one on the way that can stand up and actually see everything better. So I'm going to add cheese to it. And then we're going to put the lid back on the steamer. I love that little steamer. I love it for bacon, and I've cooked broccoli in it. I love it for, let's see, what else did I cook in it? I'm going to cook some popcorn in it because I've heard that popcorn's really good in it. Asparagus, yep, Steve said asparagus. I did do some asparagus and it was perfect. Now let me tell you, I've got another steamer that I've had for a long time, but it's one of those old-timey steamers. Let me see here. Okay. It says microwave for 5 minutes. My old steamer, you had to put water. It's a microwave steamer, but you had to put water in the bottom, and I don't know, I just don't like that water. With this steamer, you don't add any water because it has a lid. So that makes it great. All right, while that's cooking, I'm going to make some guacamole. And if you don't have one of these little dudes, let me see who's on here. Hey, Polly. Hey, Bethany. Hey, Margaret. Who else? Hey, Polly Alexander. And Kelly. Hey. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Wanda. Are y'all getting hungry watching this? Anyway, this is a little avocado tool, and I used to wrestle with avocados, but with this, I love it. And I hope this avocado is about the right ripeness. I kind of struggle with that. I usually get them either too ripe or not ripe enough. If y'all know how to pick an avocado that's perfect, I wish you'd post that in the comments, because I quit even letting them get them for me at Walmart because they never were right when I would do a pickup order. So anyway, it cuts the avocado around like you saw me doing, and then it has this little part right here that you just take and stab that seed and twist it, and then you just push your finger through right here, and there you go. There's the seed. And then you take a spoon. Let me get a regular spoon. And you're going to scoop the avocado out of the shell. Now, when they're perfectly ripe, this works beautifully. And I am going to use this guacamole mix to season it. And it has onion, sea salt, bell pepper, garlic, spices, herbs, and chilies. And it calls for, it calls for 2 avocados, but I'm only doing 1. So I'm just going to put a tablespoon. Got this little multi-purpose spoon. It's really neat because it doesn't take up much room in your drawer, and you're constantly not having to like pick out and figure out which one is your, I've got like a million of those little spoons, and this one is just handy dandy all in one. So I'm going to do a tablespoon of that, and then I'm going to take this lime, and this is my new favorite knife. It's an Epicure knife, and it's ceramic. I never thought I'd have a ceramic knife, but I use it for everything. And I'm going to take this lime and squeeze half of it in my avocado. We kind of like ours limey. And then I don't always have, and it's really good without it, but we like cilantro. And I do have some fresh cilantro. So I'm going to chop it and put it in there as well. I got this delivered from Publix and brought it in, washed it really good, laid it out on a towel to let it dry before I put it away in a plastic bag. Every time before I bought cilantro, it goes bad so quickly. See, this knife will peel, it will slice, and dice. This, just like this cilantro, it does so good with it. Oh, I love the smell of that. So fresh. So I'm just going to cut that cilantro up into little bitty pieces. And I've actually got some salsa in the refrigerator that I made the other day. I made it out of this seasoning and a can of tomatoes, and it makes a delicious seasoning for your tomatoes to create a salsa, and you don't have to cut up all that stuff to go in it. So we're going to have that and probably some Greek yogurt rather than sour cream to go with them. Now the microwave is gone off. I'll get those out in just a second. Let you see what they look like. Let me get a fork to mash this avocado. I usually mash my avocado up in here. This one's pretty soft, so it's mashing really well. And it's going to mix with that lime juice and the guacamole seasoning and the cilantro. Smells really good. Wish you could smell through your phone, or your computer, whatever you're watching on. So there we go with that. It's already ready. There's my avocado, my guacamole, my cilantro, my seasoning, all of it mixed together. It's delicious. Okay, let's get this enchiladas out and see what they're like. I'm going to take the lid off of my steamer before I get it out of the microwave because I don't want to take any chances on the steam burning me. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. They look yummy and they smell so good. Look. Doesn't that look good? Okay. I went by this recipe. I actually got it in our Mexican box that has several of these seasonings already in the box. I think it had both of these. It has maybe the guacamole and maybe one other one. But it creates a lot of meals, and you get recipes. There's 5 recipes in each meal box. So anyway, if you're interested, you can let me know. Thank y'all for watching. I'm going to go fix my plate and eat. Bye.